All right, the next game I want to teach you is another way to practice your adding or your double digit adding, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is take out all of the jacks and the queens and fives and six all the way to king, all right? I want those all the way out if you've got a deck of cards to use, okay? If you don't have a deck of cards to use, you can always make up your own numbers. So make up a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Those are the only numbers we want for this game. Later on, we'll start using the bigger numbers, but that's not quite yet, all right? So here's what we do. We make our pile of 1 to 4s, we mix them up, and we put them in a pile over here, all right? And we're gonna make double-digit numbers. Remember, that's 2 numbers together. So my number is a 1 and a 5. Oh, I left a 5 in there. I'm going to take the 5 out and get a different one because I only want to 4. All right, 1 and 4. What number does that give me? If that looks confusing or sounds confusing, let's write it on a board. 1, and a 4. So what number is that? 14 with a wonky little top there. That's just 14, okay? So does that make sense? Always write it out. If you can't figure out what the number is, that's okay, write it out. So my top number is 14. Now I'm gonna make up my bottom number. I'm gonna take 2 more cards and put them at the bottom. So I have 3 10s and 2 1s. So now I have 14 plus 32. Let's write that on the board again so we can see it and visualize it, because we want to be able to put that in our head. And if it helps you to just put it on a paper, or if you have a whiteboard at home or something else, then that's great. Now we're going to do our adding. Remember, which one do we do first? The ones. This is our 1 side and this is our 10 side. And we always add going down, okay? So 4 plus 2 equals what? 6. You got it. And now up on the board, I'm going to put 6. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do it on the board if you don't want to. If you just want to add down, that would be fantastic. And if you had 1 10 and 3 10s, how many 10s do we have? We have 4 10s. So what's our answer? We have 46. Wow, that's a huge number. So that's how we can do our practicing double digit adding with just a deck of cards. And if you don't have a deck of cards, I want you to practice just make little cards with 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can make a bunch of them, and then you can just pull out your card, make a little pile, pull them out, and see what numbers you can make. That makes it a little bit more interesting. If you wanted to, you can use the dice again and roll them and make a double digit number as well. And practice your double digit adding this way and see how you do.